Hello and welcome back to Renew You at Home. As I'm recording this today, if you're watching it as I've released it, I'm imagining you're in that strange space between Christmas and New Year. And before I go any further, I just want to say that if this week feels a little odd, a little flat, or a little confusing, you are not imagining it. This part of the year doesn't come with any instructions, does it? The build-up is over, the anticipation has passed, and the house might be quieter. The calendar suddenly feels empty, or maybe still full, but without that excitement attached. And yet we're often left with this subtle feeling of, what now? Today's episode is all about that space, the in-between, the pause after the noise, before the next chapter begins. Because this week matters far more than we give it credit for. There's something about the days after Christmas that feel very different to the days before it. Before Christmas, everything is moving towards something. There's purpose, there's direction, and there's momentum. Afterwards, it all drops away. And suddenly, you're left with just yourself again. For some people, that can feel peaceful. For others, it can be unsettling. You might notice that your energy is low, your motivation feels quiet, your emotions feel close to the surface, or you feel a little lost without the structure that you've been running on till now. And often, instead of letting that be okay and listening to our bodies and, to be honest, the time of year that we should be in, we start questioning it. Why do I feel flat? Why am I not excited about the new year yet? Why don't I already feel ready to plan or reflect? But the truth is, this week is not meant to feel productive. It's meant to feel integrative. For weeks now, your nervous system has been switched on. Even if Christmas was calm, even if you loved it, even if it was everything that you wanted it to be, there was still more stimulation than normal. More noise, more people, more emotion, more expectation. And now your body is doing exactly what it's been designed to do. It's coming back down. This is the exhale. And when the nervous system exhales, we can feel tired, foggy, emotional, unmotivated, not because anything's wrong, but because your body finally feels safe enough to rest. This week, it's not a problem to solve. It's a signal to slow down. What I find really interesting is how quickly we're encouraged to do something with this space, to reflect on the year, to set our intentions, to plan our goals, to get ourselves organised. And while those things have their place, this week is rarely it. If you try to rush reflection, it feels forced. If you try to plan from exhaustion, it feels overwhelming. This week isn't the week for all the answers. It's the week for settling, for letting things land, for letting your body catch up with what you've just lived. If you're finding yourself doing less this week, sleeping more, scrolling more, pottering about without purpose, I want you to hear this clearly. That is not laziness. That's regulation. This is the week where it is okay if meals are simple, routines are loose, days blur together a little bit, and you don't know what you want yet. You do not need to optimize this time. You do not need to turn it into something meaningful. Its meaning is in the quiet. Sometimes this week can bring emotions that you weren't expecting. There can be a sense of sadness now that it's all over. Disappointment if it didn't feel how we hoped. Relief that it's done, or a strange emptiness where that busyness was. All of that is normal. When the distraction fades, we often feel what's been waiting underneath. And the kindest thing that you can do is allow those feelings to pass through without analysing them, fixing them, or judging them. Feelings don't need answers. They need space. This week asks us to exist without momentum, and that can feel uncomfortable, especially if you're someone who usually copes by staying busy. But there is something incredibly restorative about days that don't lead to anywhere. A walk without a goal, a morning without a plan, an afternoon that simply unfolds. This is where your system recalibrates. It's where clarity begins, not by thinking, but by resting. Instead of asking yourself big questions like, what do I want next year? What needs to change? Try softer ones and don't rush to answer them. What feels heavy right now? What feels comforting? Where am I tired? What would feel kind today? You don't need insight. You don't need breakthroughs. Just noticing is enough. This week is unfinished by design. You are not meant to feel complete. You're not meant to feel reset. You're not meant to feel inspired yet. This is the pause between chapters, not the start of the next one. And if you allow yourself to stay here just a little longer, you'll notice something subtle begin to shift. Your breath deepens, your shoulders soften, your mind stops racing quite so fast. That's your body saying, thank you. Instead of seeing this week, this in-between, as wasted time, dead space, something to get through, try seeing it as recovery, integration, nervous system care. This is where your body regains balance. This is where energy quietly refills. You don't have to do anything to earn that. One of my favourite little guilty pleasures this week that I do not every year but most years is me and my sister used to be big fans of The Sims, the computer game. My sister still is, and every year this week I tend to log in to that game and I load it all up. I sit there and I play it, and I achieve nothing in that time. Nothing. What is the purpose of playing a game like that? It doesn't achieve anything for me. It ticks nothing off my to-do list. And at the end of it, I haven't completed even the game. I play it and I play it. I play it for maybe one day. Maybe I play it for a couple of days. But it tells my brain that I didn't need to achieve anything. All I needed to do in that moment was enjoy a little guilty pleasure that is my 1 or 2 days a year, and that's okay, where I've been able to rest so much that I have spent that time playing this game that doesn't contribute to anything. What's your little something that you could do that tells you that you've rested this week? Just my little tidbit. It's a little guilty pleasure for me, but It's what I do. And at the end of the year, I tell myself, I know I've rested because I've spent that day doing something. So if today feels slow, let it be slow. If you don't know what you want yet, you don't need to. If all you can manage is rest, then that is more than enough. This week is not asking anything from you. It is offering quiet, space and permission. Let yourself take it. Next week, we'll gently talk about January and frankly why it's not the season of becoming anyway, but to carry on this hibernation. For now, stay here in the in-between exactly as you are. Until next time, take that gentle care.